Now I'm going to talk about how to clean up the table of contents in a course. This is a new course I just got into, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the table of contents, obviously, and see what is contained in it. Things that I know that I can delete are any empty modules, a syllabus module that doesn't have anything in it. I just click on it and can choose to delete the module. I want to make sure I click permanently delete all of the other associated files with those modules. There may be an instructor-only folder, keep hidden. We just want to make sure that that folder is moved from published to draft because we don't want students to be able to see those items. And then I always make sure I go through each of the things that are inside of that folder and also set those to draft so that there's no chance that the students are able to see them. And it's as simple as clicking on that drop down, choosing edit the properties in place, and then setting everything to draft. And that's it for that folder. This is an empty module, so I'm just going to go ahead and select it and delete it. There may be some things that you're not sure what to do. This is new Pearson content, August 2012. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm not going to get rid of things that I think the teacher may use, and this might be related to the course. So again, I'm going to just take that whole module and I'm going to set it to draft. And then I would eventually work down through here and set all of these other things to draft as well. But as I was looking through this, I noticed there were some angel things that popped up. So if you see any angel items, you certainly want to make sure you delete those because we're no longer using angel. So make sure that you take the time and delete those topics that are related to angel. Okay, so I'm looking back at the table of contents and I'm going to go ahead and close that up. There may be a module for drop boxes. We need to make sure the drop boxes go into the module that they need to go in and not be in there separate. So as I walk through the lessons, eventually these drop boxes will be placed in a different place. Full conversion log can be deleted. We don't need that anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Again, make sure I select permanently delete. My search lab I will keep. The hello and welcome students, I'm going to keep that, although I'm also seeing a start courses here module. So if this one is empty, I'm going to keep the start here course module and get rid of the hello and welcome, especially if there's nothing in it. Go ahead and remove that. And generally I will drag the start here or the enter course here or something like that to the top, and that will be the very first thing that shows up. Oops, and it looks like I accidentally put it into course resources, so make sure you get that line before you drop it. There you go. So you should end up with an all students or a start here or an enter here, that kind of module, a course resources. If you don't have a course resources, I would suggest going here and adding one that says course resources. It's kind of a catch-all for miscellaneous things that we're not sure what to do with, but we don't want to get rid of those things. If there's a My Search Lab, you certainly want to leave that. Assignment grading rubric, things like this can go right into the course resources. Assignment descriptions can go into the course resources. Term paper and topics can go into the course resources. So these things don't need to have their own module. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just show you an example for assignment grading rubrics. I'm going to move this topic area, not the module, but the topic, I'm going to move that into course resources. And it's very simple. I go into the module, I click that drop down arrow next to the topic, and I can just choose move to, and then it gives me a list of the modules. So I'm going to put that into course resources and I move it. Notice it takes the topic out, but it leaves the module, so I need to make sure that I go in and delete the module as well. So I'm probably going to do that for assignment description, and term paper instruction and topics and revised article review template, those kinds of things, I'm going to do that same thing with. Okay, so I've gone ahead and moved those things and deleted those extra modules, and I have definitely a more organized table of contents. A few more things I need to do though. This content here I wasn't sure what to do with. I did put it in draft, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it. I wait for those crosshairs, and I'm going to drop it in. So I'm going to wait for the big orange. I'm going to drop it into that instructor folder where everything else is hidden in there. And then the drop boxes, I think I'm going to put, for right now, I'm just going to drag those and put them into the lessons area. And then as I walk through all of the lessons, I will put the drop boxes into the area where they belong. And if I can't figure out where they belong, as far as what module, then I will just leave them in here. So notice that when I'm moving things that I get either the orange box or the gray line. The orange box actually puts it inside that piece. The gray line will just move it to that spot so it doesn't put it inside. So I just move that drop box down just a little bit.